Hey everyone, it's your favorite Pastry, and welcome back to my adventures through Lies of P, Overture. Last time, a sheep kicked my butt, several times. And we met Alidoro from the past. And I'm pretty sure this is the real Alidoro, and is carrying a bunch of Korean-inspired weapons. Or maybe they're just Korean weapons. I don't know. I'm not sure if Korea actually exists in this universe, or if there's just a substitute for Korea. Yeah, he gave me this little horn, so that when I find the two-faced overseer, I can blow it, and he'll come to my rescue. Like in the books. I'm really excited for that. Let's press on, shall we? Let's see what more horror, or what other horrors are in this dungeon. Or? Yeah. Order's Letter of Reprimand. An old letter coated in a thick layer of dust. Do not forget the importance of the listeners. This recent situation is a regrettable consequence. I have repeatedly emphasized the value of these special individuals. They must always be approached with great care. Now, this recent series of accidents has robbed us of a listener candidate. This is a significant loss. I acknowledge that managing this specific candidate was difficult due to the subject's position and the high amount of interest in her. However, this accident resulted in her death. The mysterious death of a family member of the head of the workshop union. This is something that even the Order does not condone. Do not forget that exhaustive measures and even terminations had to be carried out to cover up her death and our complacency. The members who planned this misguided experiment will be dealt with. They were not authorized to attempt to create linkages between listeners and the Great One's relics. If a similar incident occurs in the future, the Order will not hesitate to punish those responsible. You can never be too careful when approaching a listener. Ensure you proceed with the utmost caution. I wonder if that was Camilla? Because a few episodes ago, we learned of an accident that resulted in her death. Huh. And if memory serves, she was working with the alchemist, or at least Prada was. Okay, two paths. Activity crank. This looks to be the way forward. So let's take a quick look at the other direction. Also, there's a creepy guy at the far end, and I don't want to deal with him quite yet. A little box for me. And it is Boss's luxury bag. Close. Was that the tiger guy? I think that was the tiger guy. My god, that took me too long. Klaus stocks new products. A bag bearing Klaus's signature. Klaus will undoubtedly reward the kindness of the one who returns it to him. There is a saying among the alleyway thieves: never steal Klaus's bag. There will always be something inside that exceeds what any thief can handle. Ooh. And we got a new ancient coin. We gotta go see what he has, or what new stock he has. I'll see you there.
Oh my, you found my bag. Thank you. It may look ordinary on the outside, but the inside is filled with treasure.
Ooh.
In fact, I'm quite certain it contains items you may find particularly useful. As a reward, I would be glad to sell some to you, huh? Well met, Master.
Interesting reward.
Lamacchio. Oh, you just missed him. He left in a rush after receiving some documents. As the leader of the bastards, he is a busy fellow, you know. The legendary backbreaker, you mean? No, I've heard nothing about her. All I know is that she is far too rough on ordinary citizens when rescuing them. Please tell her that from me if you see her. Oh, my back still aches. How will I ever reach the Rose Estate in this condition? Well met.
It slightly reminds me of when first aiders perform first aid on someone, and they break some bones. When you do CPR correctly, you actually break the ribs. And people will complain about that, but that's kind of just like part of the process. Because what you're doing with CPR is actually squeezing the heart, and you have to press really deep. I might get that amulet later on. But yeah, people will sue first aiders for responding to a first aid incident because they did break the first aider did break their chest. But in Canada, as long as the first aider was doing their job correctly, then it's generally fine. Or they can't be sued. Or it's not going to be successful, I should say. Alright, I am very freaked out by this area. It's like coming across a puppet factory, but instead of puppets, it's people. Oh, and the little guy has a frost cannon. That kind of makes sense, because they probably were... Ow. Using the freezing properties of it to control the experiments. But I have fire. Interesting anatomy diagrams. I feel like he's gonna bust out. And where did this elevator go? Why do I have a feeling that one of these... Yep. I had a feeling one of them would bust out. Or I guess two of them. Because of course, when you have a bunch of creepy pods like that, someone's definitely going to be busting out of them. And someone's going to be throwing stuff at me. Wait. Nope. That wasn't a shortcut. This game seems to really like platforming. Way more than a typical Souls-like. Oh, neat. The freeze effect actually slows you down. Oh look, it's all ball and chain again. Okay, I think I should be good. Since he just stuck there, let's see what this is. Genius Meister's pocket watch. Gonna need to take a look at that later on. Ow. Oop. Out of stamina. Goddard's art supplies. A cherished set of art supplies. The case bears Goddard's name. This expensive set of art supplies bears signs of careful handling. Having lost her sight, the painter dreamt of guidance from a radiant light, and she stopped her stored her supplies with great care. Oh, interesting. Oh, can't go that way. Am I making a run for it? Yes. Am I gonna regret this? Probably.
Test subject is behind that door. Where else could it be? Steal, buddy. Alright, now let's show this overseer who it's dealing with.
Something tells me Lucatio is going to be the two-faced overseer. Because two-faced usually means that a liar, leaving double lives. That makes sense for the leader of the... what was it? The leader of the bastards to also be working with the alchemist.
Oh, dear me. An authentic pocket watch made by a master horologist of the age. A true masterpiece. See its distinctive shine, huh? You know, the first workshop techs were master horologists, clockmakers from foreign lands. Their watches are as intricate as automated puppets. Isn't it just marvelous? My duty as a collector is to preserve these youthful passions of the greats. I would pay handsomely for this watch, if you are willing to sell it.
Oh, I can sell him stuff now. Genius Meister's pocket watch can only be sold. A pocket watch so exquisite and intricate, it elicits a gasp. Someone who recognizes its value will want to buy it, regardless of how expensive it is. The technician who founded the Workshop Union were originally renowned watchmakers. The pocket watches they crafted in their younger days are said to still fetch high prices among collectors. Yeah, that makes sense that there'd be pocket or watchmakers. Because making a pocket watch is very tricky. A lot of like fine-tuned gears and springs and levers. And you need to place them in very exact locations, which is very handy when you're making a machine, or like an intricate machine like a puppet, or circuit boards.
Those steps. I remember you. You're the one who helped me with my painting. Is something the matter?
Interesting that she can tell me tell who I am simply by my steps.
What have you there? I smell ink, turpentine, and oil paint. You found my art supplies. I thought these gone forever when I lost them. And to think, a stranger would bring them back to me. Thank you. It's as if you've gifted me the light that I seek. Now, I can finally follow the path and complete my painting. My masterpiece. I have very little to give in return, but have this as a token of my gratitude.
Nice.
I can finally follow.
I'm curious as to what her masterpiece is going to look like. I wonder if the game's taking the piss out of me and saying, oh, of course she can't paint, she's blind, you fool. Or if she's gonna be like that earthbender from Avatar. I'm blanking on her name, but you know the one I'm talking about.
I was waiting for your call. Let's finish this. I failed you.
I was not expecting them to come swinging out of the gate. Maybe I need more coffee. I wonder, do I have to call him every single time I fight the two-faced overseer? Oh my word, it has my reflection. You can see that in the oil? That is really neat. And something tells me that that is not Lucatio.
This is where you've been hiding, abomination.
Okay.
The tide has turned in our favor. Rest in peace, wretched warrior.
Well, he's certainly no longer the head of the company. Bloody cipher machine. Interesting. Well, that was an interesting fight. Really struggling with it at first, and then suddenly, he just died. What the heck? And oh god, that is a lot of dead bodies. Were these sewer pipes just transporting thousands of dead bodies? And whatever sludge that is. I do not want to know what this place smells like.
A
Thank you,
hard-fought
Alidoro.
victory over a dangerous opponent, but we have granted its soul eternal rest. May this creature which woke to misery find peace. You showed great skill during this fight. You must have had a great teacher. In fact, your fighting style reminds me of someone. Well, my mission here is complete. I'll make my way to Hotel Krat from here. If you're looking for more clues about the alchemists, you should head there as well. Well, my mission here is complete. I'll make...
Fighting style that reminds him of someone. I wonder if he's talking about Carlos, because Carlos, I think, was a stalker before he died and became a puppet. Or maybe we learned from General Leia, and we adopted a very similar style to her. Who knows? Maybe we'll find out next time. But as always, I'm rooting for you. We're all in this together.